Y'all, I was telling my niece about the time I went to go get my nails done, and there was this Caucasian woman, her husband, and I think her two, three children. They were in like the waiting room beside me, and she went to go get her nails done. But it all was like connected to where we could hear what was going on. So, anyways, she started getting her nails done or whatever. I'm assuming from the conversation that she wanted white nails with like glittery tips or something like that. So, they started doing it or whatever. And I'm guessing, I don't know, something didn't come out or whatever. And she started just getting extremely rude with the person that was doing her nails or whatever. And she was like, it looks like a little kid did this. And she also said that, she could have did that herself. And in my mind, I didn't say anything. Because I had my kids with me and I be doing the math. Now, But in my mind, it's like, okay, if you are so unhappy with your services that have been done for you, and if you feel so confidently in your own abilities to do this yourself, why the fuck didn't you do it yourself? I don't know. I see that happen a lot. And it's just like that's a genuine question. If you can do it yourself, why not fucking do it? If it's that simple to you, then you fucking do it. But you didn't do it, so you went to a shop and they didn't do it exactly how you wanted it to be done, but they tried. And that's why I be so like lenient on the nail techs and stuff like that, because they're not robots. They're not AI. These are actual fucking people that are just like us. So no, they're not gonna always get the nail designs down packed perfectly, but I could tell that the person who was doing her nails or whatever, I could tell that they were like really trying. They were trying to give her what it was that she was looking for. They were trying to finish the style. They were really trying to work with her and fix it and make her happy, and she just was not budging. She gave them like a really hard time, and it made me feel bad for them. So that's just like a little side note. If you're going to get your nails or hair done, be polite. These people are not robots. They're people just like you. And if it is just so simple, you stay home and fucking do it yourself. But yeah, they were trying their best to please this woman, and she gave them a really hard time. And her husband, he stood back. I could just tell, like, not only could I tell by how she was treating the nail tech, but I could also tell by how scared her husband was and how timid he was to correct her. I could tell what type of wife she was and how much hell she raised at home. I could just fucking tell. And I honestly started to feel so fucking bad for her husband, because I'm like, you have to go home with this woman. This is the woman that you have to please for the rest of your fucking life. And even on a side note, I took my thoughts a little further. And I know infidelity is not right. I know cheating on people is not right. But you just imagine being with a motherfucker who you are constantly trying to make this motherfucker happy, and nothing you do is good enough. Nothing you do is good enough. Even if it is a little bit good enough, they find something fucking wrong with it. They find something wrong with what you have done. They don't really appreciate you much. They don't say thank you. If you do something nice, it's, oh, you did this, how much? Well, did you finish? It's something. It's always fucking something. So, like, I was thinking to myself, if her husband is cheating on her, which he was on his phone for a good little minute in the waiting room beside me, I'm like, if he is cheating, I see why. But, yeah, I just felt so fucking bad for her husband. And then I got to thinking, like, her kids are gonna end up just fucking like her. They're gonna think that it's normal to be rude as fuck to people and be disrespectful and basically throw temper tantrums. Because there's been plenty of times they done my nails and they didn't exactly look, how I wanted them to look, but I've never not once gotten rude or nasty with them. I've asked them like, hey, can you, in a roundabout way, in a polite way, ask them to correct something if they done. Like, it was really one time where I actually got angry with my nail tech. I didn't raise my voice. I didn't cuss. I wasn't rude. I just asked her, do you need me to get somebody else to do it? And it wasn't even in a rude way. It's just, if you can't do what I'm asking you to do, if the design is too difficult for you, do you need help? You know? So I don't know, maybe that was a reminder for me to always try my best to be diplomatic. There's a way to get on to people, not even get on to people. It's a way to express your frustration and your disappointment, but not be fucking rude. You know, because that conversation, I'm pretty sure that could have went like, hey, do you mind adding a little bit more glitter to this? Could we try different glitter? Could you bring the tip of the nail down a little further? That could have went so many other better ways, but instead it looked like a kid drew this. I could have did this myself. And in my mind, I'm like, oh, bitch, go do that. You not only wasting your fucking time, but you wasting your husband money getting some shit you don't even fucking like, and you also are being disrespectful as fuck and messing up this person's day. Like, I could tell that nail tech, he probably wanted to fucking cry. I could tell he wanted to walk away from his booth and every fucking thing. You know, I could tell he felt ashamed. I could tell that he felt humiliated. I could tell that he felt fucking embarrassed. You know, I could tell he felt so many different ways by how fucking rude this woman was to him, right? And I just felt so bad to him that, like, when it was my turn, I just made sure to be extra gentle with him, extra kind, extra sweet, and just let him know that I really appreciate the way he did my nails. But that made me also realize that a lot of women, we don't try to be like that. We don't try, but, like, y'all, it's an internal thing. If a female is not happy, just in general, with her life, how it looks, her finances, how she looks, if she's not happy with her body, her life circumstances, her career, if she is not happy or has not made peace with herself and what she has going on, it's a ripple effect. She becomes a shitty mom, a shitty wife, a shitty fucking nail customer. She just becomes shitty in all aspects, you know. So that also, what I learned from that situation is to, like, if I'm going through some shit or if I'm feeling fucked up on the inside, not to take it out on other people. Because I used to have that bad, you know, whenever I stayed with my kid's dad at his mom's house or whatever, I used to be like that. You know, he would do things and, like, I would still find something wrong. He would complete things and I would still find or bring up something that he didn't do, you know, and it was because I was fucking unhappy, you know. And I see why, to some degree. Once again, infidelity is not right. Cheating is not right. But if he cheated around that time, or at least was having conversation and venting to other females, I understand. I see why. Because once again, you imagine trying your absolute best to make somebody happy. You're doing everything that they're asking you to do. You're trying to do it, and then they say you're not doing it fast enough, you didn't do it right, or you didn't do it with the right shit, or maybe you did that right, but you didn't do that. It becomes fucking frustrating for everybody, you know, to be around somebody who's fucking unhappy, just in general, you know. So, yeah, that taught me to just try to find ways to be at peace within myself, so that I can have peaceful interactions with other people, even in moments where I feel angry and disappointed and frustration and not satisfied. I can still be humble. I can still be respectful of all things, you know. So, yeah, that's what I got from that situation, and that's what I wanted to share with y'all. For us to try our best to find peace within and try to incorporate a peaceful vibe, an easygoing vibe in all our interactions, no matter how pissed off or frustrated we feel. Because at the end of the day, everybody that we interact with on a day-to-day basis, they are a fucking person. They're a person. They're not just a fucking punching bag. They're not just our child or our husband. They are a person with feelings. So, yeah. Type shit.